ready?
Okay, what's your name and where are you from?
Hi, my name is Dr. John Orman.
I know by your voice, I didn't recognize
I'm a
you.
politics professor at Fairfield University in Connecticut.
Okay.
And I'm the chairman of the Connecticut for Lieberman Party.
And why did you come down here tonight?
Well, I called the meeting. It's our second organizational meeting. The first meeting, November 15th at my house, I nominated myself as chair. I signed my nomination, and I unanimously voted for myself.
Okay.
And the purpose of the party is to hold Senator Lieberman accountable. So we hijacked his party. It's for critics, opponents, and bloggers of the senator who would disagree with him on his stand in the war in Iraq. And basically, we called this meeting to show that we try to hold the senator accountable.
Okay.
In October, Senator Lieberman said no one in Connecticut wants to bring the troops home more than Joe Lieberman.
Yeah.
And of course, if he had said what he actually believed, that he wanted to send 22,000 troops to Iraq,
or that he would support any Bush policy that came down the pipe,
absolutely, he would have lost the election.
he would have lost the election, wouldn't he?
Right. So the minute he won the election, he thought he was home 6 years for free without any citizens' accountability. So I decided it'd be a good idea to take his fake political party, which he used to run against Ned Lamont. Senator never joined this party. Nobody who organized the party ever joined. It's a fake party. When I found out that nobody had ever joined, I went down and changed my registration from Democrat to Connecticut for Lieberman. It really hurt me, but I did it because I thought we could use this as an institution, a vehicle to keep the senator accountable.
For dissent.
Right.
I think you know, I understand what you mean by it hurt you to leave the Democratic Party, but I think it's important, and I'm very happy that you decided to do this.
Thanks for coming down.
I would like to mention one more thing. I know that a lot of the dissent with Lieberman is associated with Iraq, but what do you think about his new stance on Katrina?
Right, I've been reading a lot on the blogs.
With
about,
the Homeland Security Committee and no subpoenas.
Right, he first said that he was going to investigate, but he let that go last week.
Or that he was going to issue a subpoena. And
yes.
He was very critical of Collins over last summer when they had those hearings.
Right, that's just one of many issues that the President Bush and Senator Lieberman agree on. President Bush does not want to be investigated. Senator Lieberman does not want to carry out his responsibility as chairman of that committee. And so,
to provide just basic oversight.
Right.
So many of the problems that we have now is because nobody says boo.
Right. Other issues we have here in Connecticut are electoral reform. We don't think somebody should be able to be a Democrat their whole life, lose a primary to a man like Ned Lamont, and then within 12 hours create a fake political party called Connecticut for Lieberman, which he didn't even join, and then be allowed to run twice for the same job within a 3-month period. So our party is going to have a package of electoral reform. We're going to ask the state legislature to look into. And we also disagree with Senator Lieberman going on all the channels like Fox Network and sort of like being a cheerleader for the president, and he gives sort of like the conservatives.
He gives credibility. He's a beard. He's a beard now.
The Democrats won't speak out against him because they're afraid Senator Lieberman will jump. The Republicans won't speak out against him because they're afraid Senator Lieberman, because they want him to join their party.
They want him to be co-opting the message.
The mainstream media usually doesn't say anything against Senator Lieberman. They haven't brought up the fact that, like I said before, made a big deal out of the fact that he said no one in Connecticut wants to bring the troops home more than Joe Lieberman. So we're doing this to just show that there's a lot of citizens. I'm going to ask tonight, whoever shows up, is there anybody in this room who wants to bring the troops home more than Joe Lieberman? And I think every person in this room is going to raise their hand. So it's one small mechanism that citizen activists, critics, opponents, bloggers can use to keep Lieberman accountable. Because he has 6 years now. He thinks he's home free without any dissent in Connecticut. And he's not going to be home free.
Thank you for speaking to me today.
Thanks a lot.
And thanks for doing this.
All right. We're all doing it. It's the spirit of the Dean campaign, the Lamont campaign. You got to have something to do even when there's no election. And holding Senator Lieberman accountable, there's a lot to do.
Right, because the election is about more than who wins or loses. It's about the whole state, the whole country.
Right. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you.
Okay.